France has been thrown into deeper political turmoil as its parliament voted on Monday to bring down the government over controversial plans to tackle the country's ballooning national debt. This dramatic move not only intensifies the ongoing political crisis but also forces President Emmanuel Macron to search for yet another prime minister, the fifth in less than 2 years. The vote of no confidence reflects the growing dissatisfaction within the legislature and across French society toward the government's fiscal approach, which critics argue places too heavy a burden on citizens while failing to provide clear solutions to long-standing economic problems. At the center of this crisis is Prime Minister François Bayrou, a 74-year-old veteran politician who had been in office for only 9 months. Bayrou's leadership, though initially seen as a stabilizing force for Macron's embattled administration, quickly became overshadowed by divisive policies, particularly the government's attempts to rein in public spending and reduce national debt. These measures, including spending cuts and potential tax reforms, sparked heated debates and fueled strong opposition in parliament. His failure to maintain majority support has now culminated in his downfall, as lawmakers united to reject his government's economic program. Bayrou is now left with no option but to tender his resignation, a step that underscores the fragility of Macron's political standing. The president faces a narrowing set of choices in appointing a successor, with each option carrying political risks. Finding a leader who can both command parliamentary confidence and carry forward much-needed fiscal reforms will be a daunting challenge. The frequency of leadership changes under Macron's presidency reflects not only internal political fractures but also the immense difficulty of governing a nation grappling with deep social and economic divides. Financial markets have already reacted nervously to the latest developments, signaling growing concern about France's political instability and its mounting debt crisis. Investors fear that the absence of strong and stable leadership could hinder the government's ability to implement credible reforms, putting further pressure on France's economy. This financial unease adds yet another layer of urgency to Macron's task of restoring confidence, both at home and abroad. The broader implications of the crisis are significant. Domestically, the collapse of Bayrou's government risks further fueling public anger and disillusionment with the political establishment. France has in recent years experienced waves of protest movements over issues such as pension reforms, cost of living increases, and economic inequality. The fall of another prime minister is likely to deepen this discontent, making governance even more difficult. Internationally, France's credibility as a leading voice in the European Union and on the global stage could be undermined if its government appears incapable of maintaining stability. For now, all eyes are on President Macron as he weighs his next move. His decision will determine not only the immediate course of his presidency but also the trajectory of France's political and economic future. The fall of François Bayrou after just 9 months in office serves as a stark reminder of the volatility of French politics and the challenges of leadership in an era defined by fiscal pressure, public frustration, and fragile parliamentary support.